McInnes, sports podiatrist and owner-director of Freedom Sports Medicine. One thing I commonly see in the clinic is people complaining about the cost of shoes, which is fair enough because they are expensive. So I'm going to teach you a little bit today how to prolong the life of your shoe through shoe rotation, and why it's actually also good for your body to rotate shoes or use a different style of shoe for different things. So if we talk about the life of a shoe first, in general, you're probably going to get in a runner, a higher mileage runner, so your training type shoe, you're going to get about somewhere 600 to 1,000 kilometers out of that before what we call the midsole of the shoe, or this part of the shoe where all the cushion and the foam is. It compresses and it's really no longer good. So if we think about impact force, when we strike the ground, that foam has to squash to some degree, and then it needs to recover. It squashes, it recovers, it squashes and recovers. The more that's squashed, the more time it needs to recover, and the more it breaks down. Then, if we have a second shoe, for example, not necessarily this one, but another one, it might be the same pair that you can wear this one day and the other one another day. It gives a bit of time for this one to recover. I like to call this the 1 + 1 = 3 principle. You can actually get about essentially 3 pairs of shoes out of 2 through rotating them. The other part of rotating shoes, and it's a little bit different to wearing the same shoe and allowing that foam to recover, is wearing a different style of shoe. And what this does is it prevents what I call biomechanical dependence. So if we're wearing the same shoe all the time, essentially the same muscles are working, the same muscle groups are working, because it's holding our foot in the same position and our whole lower limb in the same position. So what we've got here is your higher mileage training shoe, that one. We've got sort of a lighter weight racing flat, and it's not as light as you can go. And then here we've got a slightly more casual shoe as well. So this is almost a minimalist type shoe, but not quite. Now there's quite a difference in these. This one's got quite a height in terms of the gradient between the heel and there. This one's got a lot less. So that's about a 10 mil drop. This one's a 6 mil drop. This one's also got less support in it if we flip them over. And then this one, it's pretty much got no support in it at all. So if we're running in this all the time, like I said before, we've got all the same muscles working in essentially the same way all the time. If you're doing that and you change shoes, or that shoe ceases to exist, you're going to change the whole way your body works. And that's a big causative factor in injury. If we often run in a lighter weight, slightly more supportive shoe, and you might use this for some like your speed sessions, or those sessions that are a bit more intense but they're not quite as long, we're going to start using some different muscles and loading those in a different way. You might get a little bit sore initially, but as long as you don't do too much in that, it's a good thing, because it makes these muscles that we don't usually work more. They can help get stronger and accustomed to that use. Hopefully that gives you a bit of insight into one, how you can prolong your shoe, and why sometimes wearing a different shoe can be of benefit to your body.